Shasha clash. I wept when I saw how our people were killed. Hausa leader in Ibadan. A leader in the Hausa community in Ibadan, Usman Garuba on Monday said many Hausa residents in the troubled Shasha area of Ibadan, Oyo State capital, have left their businesses and fled to the north. Garuba, who is the Prime Minister of Hausa people in Oyo State, told Sahara reporters that many of the victims of the Shasha violence could not withstand the pressure any longer. He said he wept when he saw the way the people were killed and the hunger facing little children. Sahara reporters observed that there was heavy presence of security agencies in Shasha village on Monday. Sahara reporters recalled that the crisis started on Thursday following an argument that ensued between a pregnant Yoruba woman and a Hausa businessman, which led to the death of a Yoruba man. Following the development, many were killed while many houses were burnt, a development which rendered thousands of Hausa residents homeless. But Garuba on Monday said the over 5,000 people who sought refuge in the house of the Seriki Shasha had left the house for other parts of the state, while others had returned to the north. Speaking with Sahara reporters, Garuba said it was not a good experience for us. I wept when I saw the way our people were killed. Many of the children were sleeping on the floor. Some were crying for food. As we speak, we are trying to see how to solve the problem. He further noted that the Hausa community was contributing money to care for the victims of the crisis, saying, "We are now broke. Since Thursday, we have been contributing money to feed and care for the victims." Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the immediate deployment of police intervention and stabilization forces to Oyo State to reclaim the public space, reinforce security, and bolster public confidence in the areas affected by the recent crisis in the state. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer Frank UBA indicated that the deployments actually, consisting largely of intelligence and operational assets of the force, they include the mobile police force, seasoned operatives, operational and surveillance police, helicopter, and others. The intervention force is charged with the responsibility of reinforcing and stabilizing security in the state, preventing further breakdown of law and order, protecting lives and properties, and ultimately enhancing public safety and general security in the state. The intervention force is being coordinated by a Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG David Folawiyo, who is expected to mobilize all relevant stakeholders towards achieving the mandate of the squad. The IGP assures that the force is committed to the safety of lives and properties of the citizens in the country. He calls on citizens and residents of Oyo State and other Nigerians to embrace peace and cooperate with the police and the security community as they redouble their efforts in ensuring that sustainable peace and security are restored to the affected areas. Obviously, with more reports about the Shasha clash in Oyo State, it is highly unfortunate, and my personal opinion would be that there's no proactive, the force is not proactive enough, because the fact is, as soon as that there was a clash, maximum 1 hour, forces should have been there already calming the situation down. But the most relevant comment here says, not most relevant but most popular, says this is igniting the real trouble. I do fear trouble starts from the marketplaces. The people have reacted, and what follows is killing. Let me say that already some have lost their lives, but I don't pray for more honestly, because other non-Hausas are also found in the north. If you will accept my opinion, let's embrace peace. Yes, the fact is, you you can't necessarily blame the people of Oyo State taking powers into their own hands, because when these killings have been happening, which they were mostly by herdsmen, the government that's actually responsible for making sure everyone is safe did not do their job. And so it was a fight or flight. But the thing is, it's their land, so why would they have to leave? It's their land. These people are trespassing, they are killing, committing heinous crimes, and the government is not proactive to do it. So are you surprised that they would protect themselves? Absolutely not. And so the problem is not the people reacting. Of course, that's not the situation. It's not the ideal situation. And of course, killing innocent Fulanis, Hausa people is obviously not justified. Absolutely not. It's not acceptable. But the action and how the people reacted came from somewhere. For every action, there's a reaction. And so it's just how it is. Another comment here says both Yorubas and Hausas lost many lives and properties. Even the Igbos were not left out. Most of the shops burnt are owned by Igbos. I think every leader should go back home and address their subjects to embrace peace. Shasha incident shows that no tribe has monopoly of violence and none could brag of surviving it. Well, that's kind of relative if you think of, let's say, Amotekun and then ESN. I mean, obviously, they're all really, really new and they've not really been through, let's say, civil wars or something dramatic like that. But for now, I think they have the upper hand when it comes to protecting their own people. Another person says, this is just a reminiscence. A tribal clash in Bodija market, same Ibadan years ago, which led to numerous deaths. Hausa don't learn from their mistakes. It is wrong. You can't dominate in another man's home. Ibadan people are accommodating, but you can't break them. Someone says, it is so unfortunate that Fulani have used Hausas to the extent that Hausas don't even know their history again. This is a very deep, accurate, and you have to critically think about this because this is so factual. They claim to be loved by Fulanis. Has any Hausa man ever become an emir or sultan? This person definitely knows their history. Well, this is basically the news right now. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. And do not forget to like and subscribe.